Hi guys. So there's just a couple of other platforms that I'm using regularly. There's some that I use that I know you guys know about. I'm not going to talk about. Read Theory, I think some of you already use. The reason I like this one is because sometimes our ELL students can decode, they read fluently. However, their comprehension is lower. The nice thing I like about Read Theory is this is addressing simply comprehension. There is an assessment, placement assessment that happens as soon as they sign in, and it's self-leveling and self-adjusting. I can sign in either as a student or as a teacher. I have two accounts. So this is my teacher account, and it lets me go in and see what the student results are. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take a look at one student. And the reason I like it here is it lets me know what's their Lexile level when they started, where are they right now. It can show you, like he's working at grade 3 level right now. Also shows us our progression from where he started to where he's going. Identifies, now this is American, so it gives a Common Core, but it's still applicable for us. It tells me, the integration of knowledge seems to be okay. These key ideas and details, I can see he's really struggling there. The craft and structure seemed okay. And I can see which story titles he's read and answered on, and I can click on it and I can look at it myself, and that gives me his score. So I do like Read Theory. I think it gives me some pretty good information. It is free right now. I'm going to log out of here. It is free right now, and I do have, just so that you guys know, I create a second, I'm going to log out of here. I do create a second profile as a student. So I use my personal Gmail address. There I am there. Just so that I can practice and see what is it that the kids are doing. Is that working? Come on. Sometimes you have to wait for the tech. So you can see it comes up. This is obviously, I've been trying this for just practicing and practicing getting things wrong to see what happens for kids. So there's a whole article here. They read it, and then there's a series of questions. And they get more complex. They look at craft. They look at key ideas. They look at details. They look at synthesizing. I quite like it. The second platform that I've been to start trying it is Boom Cards. So Boom Cards is really a resource library. You can purchase things by points. They're very cheap. I've been working on Canadian money with my Korean students, so we've been doing that. If I go into my library, actually for my math, I'm using this for the distance learning. I have my math and phonics manipulatives. So you can see that I've got some different ones going on here. I can use 10 frames. I've got my base 10 blocks. You can see what's happening here. So these are all things that I can take and I can actually manipulate to represent different numbers, whatever it is. Yeah. I also use BrainPop. I use BrainPop ELL. This might time out, so if I get cut off, I'll do another one. I really like BrainPop. The students are liking it as well. It is free right now to the end of June. And this links directly, because I created my account as a teacher using my G Suite. It links directly to my Google Classroom. I happen to be our administrator at our school too, so I'm going to go to my teacher dashboard. And here's my classes. I have 3 different classes in here right now, and I can see we've been working on some pronouns. We're getting mixed up on pronouns, so I can see that I've got 3 that are still waiting to be done. That's to edit that. And then these, I can export all of these. So if I want to take a look at this one I didn't have for marks. This one I just had to see if they got it done. But I can export the grades, and it brings it up into a nice Excel spreadsheet for me. So if you are grading or you want to keep track of that kind of thing, you can see here I'm just doing whether they were able to finish it or not. And the one other thing that I've been using is my MobiMax. Whoops, I better go home here. So in my MobiMax, we pay for a school subscription for the year. I use it for math. I find it a little bit better than IXL. Although IXL is Canadian, it doesn't give kids an opportunity to get something right once they've gotten it wrong. And this actually provides the opportunity. The kids like the little daily comics. It's not gamified as much as Some Dog, but it's a little bit better than IXL in that way. And my students seem to be responding very quickly to it. But I have 4 modules here, and one of them is vocabulary.